Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hello creepy friends, welcome to Sam's and Bob's. And you know I've been talking about wanting this for a while. A couple of weeks ago Feel Unique ran some birthday offers, so I bought it when it was 15% off. It is Clinique's Beyond Perfecting Powder Foundation in the shade 0.5, which is Breeze. So I spoke about this before. When they brought out the original liquid back in February, the lightest shade they made was Alabaster. And for people like myself, we tried it and we looked orange. It was way too dark, and I remember distinctly sitting at the Clinique counter saying, look, this is too dark, this isn't working. No, this is the light shade, look, it fits you perfectly, and it didn't. I also did not like the liquid formula because it was borderline the same as Bare Skin from Bare Minerals, and I know I love Bare Minerals' powder stuff, but the Bare Skin liquid, number one, we've mentioned this before, gave me an allergic reaction. And number two was like an oil slick to the face. Someone actually has said that on the QVC reviews page. You could literally wipe your finger down your face and it would just come off on the finger. It wasn't a nice foundation, I don't think. The brush was okay, but I wasn't big on the liquid. So this is 14.5 grams. It is in a little powder compact, and it is allegedly a powder foundation and a concealer in one. So you don't need to use a concealer under the skin. We're going to trial this out. I'll open it out in a minute. So I'm going to tell you what I'm wearing. Obviously I've done my eye makeup, and on the skin already I have a little lick of Beauty Balm Naked Skin by Urban Decay. This is like the illuminating one. It comes out ridiculously dark but adapts to your skin tone. It just gives a little flash of colour without covering anything. And always L'Oreal's mattifying primer. I just mix the two together and basically make my own little wonder potion. I have no concealer on anywhere other than under my eyes, but I am just going to use a dab of the Bare Minerals concealer on my nose. You guys know my nose is awful. And I'm also going to show you my new trick for keeping stuff on my nose. So I'm just going to use the conceal end of that. And I'm just going to give a quick little flash on here before we rip this baby open and experiment together. So I have a new trick for keeping stuff on my face. I have a lot of trouble, particularly in the nose and on these bits, as I said before. So I was trying one method where I used concealers, but what I have a habit of doing is overpowering my nose. So given a little while later, it will start to blotch away. So I have two different setting sprays. One is Urban Decay's D-Slick, which I can't see on this floor. And the other is this Inglow Makeup Fixer spray. So what I do, once I've concealed my nose, I spray that on. Even though I've got more makeup to apply, trust me, okay? And then we will do the next in a minute when I find out where the hell I've put Urban Decay. So opening out the little compact, this is apparently for dry combination oily skin. So it's basically for virtually any skin type going. And I know it's apparently oil free as well, which is a bonus if you suffer with oil like I do. Get this open. So it's a nice little white compact. It's kind of reflective, so I'm really sorry about that. Look, ding! Pushing open the button, here is the actual foundation shade. To swatch it on the hand, you can only just see it slightly. It's like, it's on my hand. I know it's kind of hard to see. It is a set formula powder. It's not a loose powder like Bare Minerals. And underneath this is your little sponge. So the sponge has two different sides. It's basically a normal kind of sponginess on this side, but this side is velvety and it's like a teardroppy shape. I'm a bit indifferent about sponges. I much prefer the idea of buff on the skin with Bare Minerals. I figured what we would do is do a two-way system on the face today. I figured we would try one half with this and another half with this brush. When I spoke to Clinique, they did say it's advisable that you do use the sponge, whatever, but I always worry that this will get really kind of congealed with skin oil and disgustingness. As you can see, In all my naked glory, my face is not pretty today. I have many evil things lurking, especially on this side of the face, also on this side, but this side is terrible. It is absolutely vile. There are just uglies everywhere that I would normally be concealing down to the ground. But for you, I'm going to try out the power of this foundation because I'm nice like that. I hope I'm nice like that. On this side, I'm going to use the sponge. On this side, I'm going to use my Bare Minerals brushes. Use sponge side for moderate coverage, velvet side for buildable, fuller coverage, pointed tip to spot conceal. Okay, so the nice velvety side apparently gives better coverage. So we're going to try out the velvety side. I always worry with sponges like this that it's just kind of like going to rest on the skin. Okay, so that's covered this. Not bad. Let's just get it on first before I start commenting on things. I have to say, on the one side with the sponge, I'm very impressed by the coverage that this gives. I'm going to come in and show you. So these two uglies that I had here are pretty well hidden, remembering that we can build on the coverage of this as well, unlike this side, which is still hideous. Not done a bad job of covering the nose, as you can see here, compared to this side, maybe not. Why was I just choking myself? Maybe it's Halloween theme already. I am working on the Taylor Mumson videos. We have decided that Halloween is just going to be entirely Taylor Mumson theme this year. When I looked through some of her makeup kind of styles over the last distinct kind of 5 years, she's got so many and done so many, just even beyond the black eyes she's so famous for, that I figured, let's just do a whole load of those. There are so many to choose from, and I filmed one, but I had to do it with the front-facing camera of my phone. So it's kind of not great. I'm gonna work on it and edit it later. I obviously want this to go up first, and then I will get it out to you guys. But I think it's just right that I do her. I think trying to do a whole load of iconic for me or favourite rock stars for me will just result in terribleness. On the other hand, next year I suppose I could do stars I don't like and make them dead. So like I could do a dead Ariana Grande, because I can't stand that woman. I'm sorry if there are Ariana Grande fans, you can be a fan. I don't like the woman. Okay, so going in with my seamless buffing Bare Minerals brush, I'm gonna take it all around, and then I'm gonna buff in the way we would if I was wearing Bare Minerals. So I have one layer on each side of the face. Remember, brush side, pad side, sponge side, whatever you want to call it. At the minute, looking at it in the mirror the way I can see it, I have to say that this sponge is pretty damn good. My only vice with it is what happens when we want a new one. I don't think Clinique sell these, so it's kind of a bit disheartening because, all right, we can wash them, but I mean, I can even see on there where I've used the velvet already, it's kind of gonna rub thin after a while. So as much as you wash it, you're gonna keep needing a new one. And as I say, if Clinique don't sell them, what do we do? Let me show you this side. So it has covered a lot, but I can still see very, very visible uglies poking out here with the use of the seamless buffing brush, as opposed to this side where these things are really, really concealed and well hidden. The pores look hidden. I would say the pores look much more hidden on this side. My only concern with the sponge is that what if it's just resting on the skin, and that if I were to just quickly nudge, what if I were to knock it off? Whereas this, I know it's buffed into the skin. What happens then? So I'm going to go ahead and just apply a second layer of this foundation with the buffing brush to this side of the face, and then I'm also just going to give a quick little flash of this back on this side and see how it is with buildable coverage. And I'm also going to go under the chin line because I keep forgetting to do that. And then I'm just going to go everything with a quick lick of Bare Minerals' Mineral Veil, and then I will show you how I use the sprays as well. Bear with me, hit the fast forward button. Okay, so that is the full foundation that I'm going to do today applied. I've applied 2 coats of this foundation each on each side, one with the brush and one with the sponge. And I have to say, I'm very impressed with the sponge. Like with the brush, I can still see some of the uglies poking out. This one here is pretty covered because it's actually really red underneath, but it's not as good as this side. I feel like this side really is well covered and I'm really quite amazed by it. Some of the ones up here completely hidden. The nose, not so bad. Obviously my pores and blackheads, evils, still are pretty cratered in. I'm trying my best to kind of cover those, but it's not always easy. All in all, I have to say I'm very, very impressed with this foundation. It's a lot more comfortable on the skin than the liquid was. I only ever had a tester of the liquid, but that was so, as I say, thick and heavy and not comfortable at all to wear. This, I would happily wear this. I mean, it's got £27 price tag. Depends, I suppose, on where you're going to buy it. I mean, everyone is going to start looking it up on eBay, or I don't think All Beauty has it yet. Perfume Click is another website that does high-end products at discounted value. Don't ask me why. They're all legit websites. Nothing off the back of a lorry, but they are amazing websites. Like, I want Clarence's double serum. I have a sample of which here, but it's like £55 for just a 30ml bottle, whereas they have it for a lot less. So I am trying to source things, even from stuff like perfumes. I can't condone when people just go outright and just go, yeah, I'll buy that. Just look it up. If you have an unlimited bank balance, fine, you do what you want. But for me, I don't have the money for that kind of thing. I will bargain hunt and bargain shop to get the things I want, because I ain't got $1 million in the bank. So the last thing I was going to show you guys was how I kind of set makeup. So I've already got Mineral Veil on, as I showed you, and I've also shown you how I'm working on keeping my nose oil free. So you've seen the Inglow, but I also have the Urban Decay D-Slick. This is only a travel size, and I think this retails at about £9 for a 30ml tube. The actual full size is something for me that's ludicrous, which is about £20 or something like that. I've had this one many months. I've had it at least 3 or 4 months, and I'm only slightly down to the bottom. We've still got about a third of the tube left, and I can use this for a lot longer yet. Sometimes buying the travel size of things will actually save you money in the long run, rather than throwing all your eggs in one basket and spending money that maybe, like me, some of you just don't have. So the D-Slick is designed to oil control and is oil-free, paraben-free, temperature control technology. It will really help out. I have been using the D-Slick powder, but I haven't used it since I tried using both these sprays at once. So to help the nose, once I've applied the Mineral Veil, I would give one full spray just to the nose. What this will advise you to do is a T shape and then a cross across the face. I don't do that. I purely concentrate one spritz just here. Then once that's settled in for a little bit, and we're just going to give a quick, because I'm running out of room on that. I've already done 20 minutes. It will be a lot less when you guys watch it, of course. We're then going to come back with the Inglow, and this will just give that final mattifying to everything. 2 quick spritzes, let that set, and that helps me out a whole lot. Sometimes if I've over powdered my nose, it will fade throughout the day, but that's purely on me if I've done that. Sometimes I just have a ridiculous amount of over powdering. Sometimes before I go to work, because I have like another 2.5 hours yet, I would just give a quick flush back over with the powder brush. But generally, this just helps me so much with oil control. That was our first quick look of this lovely product, which is Clinique's Beyond Perfecting. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm sorry I've been here for hours again. I'm gonna cut this down eventually. At the minute, this is saying to me 22 minutes, which is ridiculous. I thought this would only be like a 5-10 minute video, but I rabbit. I'm sorry, I don't know why I rabbit, but I rabbit. If you would like to subscribe, please do. If you would like to follow Instagram or Twitter, I'm trying to be a bit more interactive on Twitter as best I can. Sometimes I neglect that, and Instagram. I'm really sorry. And check back for many other videos. I've got to do the catch up with the Bare Minerals Blemish Remedy, and I will see you all again for another video. Bye.